First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On the carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
30-yard run.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Complete to TJ.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Elliott. He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And the Jets 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jets.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw is Watson. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off. But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
14.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. They'll fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Rosas on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will do it for this this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson. They'll look up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Double team and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. Left side, Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now a handoff, looking running. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long, it's Watson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going with a tight end on 4th. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's Watson. picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood? They went into this one ahead of time. That maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
At the 23-yard
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Fine go, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Right in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
You know, he didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man, he's got the tight end Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes again. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another Detroit Lions 1st down.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
Today's final score, Jets 41, Lions 9.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.